This is the most affordable DIY water housing for surf videography. My name is J-Dub Hanna. Let me show you how to put this together. Okay, the heart of this rig is the Sony ZV-1 camera. Back in 2022, Casey Neistat declared this camera the king of point and shoot vlog cameras. The reason I went with it is Sony just does such an amazing job with autofocus. And when you're in the water, bobbing around, dodging surfers, you really can't mess with focus. You want the camera to autofocus. Also, Sony's color profile is just so nice. I love the Sony sensor. Since 2022, they've just come out with a brand new one, the Mark II. I don't like the Mark II as much. It has the equivalent of a wider focal length. It goes from 18 to 50 millimeters, which is better for blown up close, sort of vlogging. While I like this one more, it has a little bit longer focal length, equivalent of 24 to 70, so you can really punch in and get those far shots. And then on top of the rig, for everything up close, I've got a GoPro slapped on top. You don't have to use a floaty. I've never had a GoPro ripped off, but just in case it does get ripped off, I can chase it down. It's not gonna sink. I definitely recommend it. But yeah, this thing's incredible. You mount the camera on this little tiny mounting plate that comes with the rig. Just slides right into here, just like that. The back plate hooks on, and you have these two heavy-duty snaps on either side of the water housing. I can lock it with my fat fingers. Ooh, watertight, baby. And what's super nice about this is you have access to all of your controls. On the fly, you actually have access to all your major functions, your menus. You can dial in your exposure settings depending on the lighting. I really try to have all my exposure settings dialed in, my aperture, before I hit the water, but sometimes you need to adjust on the fly. Maybe you start surfing when it's really cloudy and then it becomes really sunny. You don't have to paddle all the way in to fix it. What's so frustrating is for true DSLRs, you buy a water housing for $1,000 to $3,000, and then you have to buy custom lens ports because you have different lenses for every camera. So those lens ports might cost $1,000 to $5,000. So you're really looking at $3,000 to $6,000 for an average water housing setup. The reason I chose this is it's just so affordable. Sony ZV-1, you can get it on Amazon for $650, and for $70, you can get a 3-year warranty for drops and spills. Never got my camera wet, but if I ever did, I've got it covered for 3 years for just $70. Then the water housing itself is $600 from Ikelite. I'll link all this down below. So $1,300 for SICK camera and water housing. This is the Ikelite Action Tray 2, left-handed with release button for accessories. They sell accessories where you can hook on strobes and stuff on top. That's really geared more at scuba. It doesn't really apply to us. I think any accessory dangling way up above would probably get ripped off in heavy surf. This is my custom designed pistol grip. Long story behind this. I 3D print these myself. And what's so nice is at a distance, when I'm really dialing in my settings, get my GoPro running, get the camera on, I actually hold the camera like this so I can toggle all my controls, zoom in, I transfer onto the pistol grip. Super rock steady, really smooth shots, smooth as possible. You're bobbing, and then as soon as the surfer gets really close to you, if you're in any kind of punchy surf where you're right in the pocket where it's barreling trying to throw over, it'll try to suck you over the falls. Is you can let go, throw out the camera out in front of you, pull yourself through the wave to not get sucked over the falls. Also, you can get that extra length when someone's really up close. So all said and done, $400 for the GoPro, $650 for the Sony ZV-1, $600 for the water housing, $60 for the left-handed action tray, And then you can buy my pistol grip for 30 bucks on my website. This thing is sick, and this comes with all the mounting gear. I make these in a couple different colors, and let me show you how this is installed. Check it out. Look how silky smooth this is. It's a very tight fit. Line up the holes. This is all stainless steel hardware. This is a combined nut and washer. I can just hold the nut, finger pressure. Sometimes if it's a little tight, you can jam a screwdriver in there to help hold the nut. As you twist down, look at that. Rock solid. This goes right here. This mounting hardware comes with the action tray right from the factory. All put together. This rig is fantastic. It's so sick to be able to punch in, really get good shots at a distance. And then when the surfer comes really up close, say you're riding the barrel, then you've got your super wide angle. So what inspired me to get into surf videography is in college, my buddies and I took an entire year off college, and we volunteered as teachers in Micronesia. We're here for the last class of Friday. So we taught high school, and I surfed 2, 3, sometimes 4 days a week at arguably one of the probably top 50 reef breaks in the world. Oh, it's so thick.
So thick.
It's so heavy.
What is that?
It was one of the sickest years of my entire life. You know, when you get to surf a fantastic deserted break. A couple times that year, we had really big swells come in. All the pro surfers flew in from all over the world. Surfed with Tyler Wright, Mikey Wright, Owen Wright, surfed with Kalohi and Dino. It was really cool getting to surf with those guys, catching big waves. I got the biggest barrel of my entire life. What was so sick is they flew out with their entire entourage, and they all had beautiful, sick, big red cameras in these custom housings, and it was just so neat. You know, all we had was GoPros. And what's so cool is this is just a pretty affordable way of getting into surf videography under 2,000 bucks. You know, it's not perfect. Of course, there's better cameras out there. You know, really the next step up would be an FX3, which baseline is $4,000 just for the camera, couple $1,000s for all the water housing stuff. So you're looking at a really cool, super functional rig for under $2,000. And the next step up is really like probably 8,000 bucks. So check it out. I'll link all the stuff down below, and like and subscribe. Got a bunch more cool content coming. And hey, if you want some pistol grips, go to my website. Comes with all mounting hardware. Peace. A little embarrassing. My wife calls this the Funny story, when I was designing this in grad school, I had access to 3D scanners. And I actually just took modeling clay to lab, and everyone else, you know, this is pretty phallic. Shaped up my own pistol grip to perfectly fit my hand. This is it, the OG version 1. Took this to lab and I scanned it. Everyone was wondering what I was doing. It's like, what is this? Took it home, imported the file, cleaned it up, adjusted it to just perfectly fit the action tray too. And this thing is just rock solid.
Get up, sit on one side. We have a tiny boat, okay?
Guys, where are we?
Peace.
Oh.
Too excited. I know.
I got that on video!